Hello, hello, my crafty friends. Give me a chance to find myself here. Didn't go over where I thought I was going to, and I need to buy a new mouse. Anyway, I hope you guys are doing good. This is another smoky hot day in the neighborhood over here in the Pacific Northwest. No bueno. But you guys are used to warm over there, so that should not be a huge big deal. I've been truly busy working on a variety of cards that I have fallen in love with from different people, and I have brought out a bunch of stuff that I did so that we can talk about it. A few things to remind you of is 15% off paper, select DSP and cardstock, so you might want to check that out. And then, there I am. We have, I did want to point out, this is a great coordinating die set that goes with the paper pumpkin. This is the paper pumpkin for August. So if you find that attractive, you might want to get in, because you can also get 25% off your first box if you are a new paper pumpkin person. So this intrigues me, and I cannot wait to see it. That the laser, I mean, that's cut with a laser to make the dies, so that's pretty impressive. And then these are the dies that go with this. No, August is the circle. Oh, I can see it here. There it is. Hello, hello, die, how are you? 25% off. This is our kit of the month, Lazy Easel cards. I have to check both sides of my paper. I haven't got my printer set up right. And then just a reminder that my paper hugs thing is kind of pulling together, and I have my first senior center that I'm going to go do a card writing class with. Just come in, sit, and help people, seniors in the living community, pass or send cards to the people that they care about. So that, and I'll be looking for people to participate. That's an ongoing thing, to send a couple cards a month. All right, so back to our wonderful foil machine, which I have out here. I don't think that we'll use it, but I want to share with you a bunch of things that I actually foiled, just so you can see, and just some things to pay attention to when you're hot foiling. Oops, that's the stamp. That's stamped without any foil on it. Just wanted to show you, this is a really pretty stamp as it is. This is what happens if you get some bleed over if you let the foil, everything get too hot. I walked away to go do something else. Now, this being said, I don't actually mind it. But if you're very particular about things, well, you'll have to call and catch me up, die. You might not want to do this, but now I know what to do when I want it and what to do when I don't want it. Kind of like that little shimmer on the edge, it kind of makes it look a little distressed. So we have these pieces. This is the Swiss dots. I did not buy the other floral background that everybody is in love with. I don't know, it just, we have a lot of flowers, and Swiss dots is universal. So we'll be able to do that. I also wanted to share that I did some letters. So here is the letter alphabet, and don't throw away this piece, because the negative looks pretty slick. Not so much this piece, but at least the numbers, you can completely do a bunch of different things with that. I'm sorry. Sarah Grace has those problems. And just as well as that can do something. This would be great in a scrapbook page. Oh, hi, Barbara. a scrapbook page, so that would be pretty neat. So I did get I get the words, because you can always use words, right? And this was the, I don't know where the gold, oh, well, probably this. So this is the non-negative space that the die cuts out. And what does that look like when that's cut out? Oh boy, maybe I should have done something a little different with the letters. Yikes. I probably should have put the letters in their own little, container, because they are little. But let's put them on a white sheet of paper. Hi Maureen, how are you? Yeah, so this is, learn from me, this is not what you want to do. Don't cut the letters out and dump them into a container. Keep it separate. And I have some ideas that I'm going to post up now that I'm getting my act together on some of this. But I have a bunch of cut out different letters, different colors in here to use. Those are the numbers. Yeah. So don't throw away your negative images. And there is a new release of stuff coming out in September. Maureen, am I right about it being September for customers? Okay, so I showed you guys that so you could see what that negative was. Dies. The dies are, I'm not sorry, not the dies. The butterfly stencils are out. And I probably need to go dry them. These are the butterflies just using the stencils. Not pretty. And so and if you do the butterflies on white paper using the stencils, you get some really, really pretty looks. Not that you can tell. I actually saved some of these so that we could color them with the alcohol markers. But here are some ones that are done with the stencils. Yay, Bernice! Those are pretty neat. I just use a brush. So Maureen says I'm right. September for customers, there's going to be a new release. And part of it will be that plate. Anyway, I played with different colors and different layers, and I got some really neat looks using the stencils. I would strongly encourage anybody who gets this set. The stencils are pretty neat. Now, I have that. I showed you this stamped first, and this is stamped, embossed first. I don't think there's much difference between the two. Whether you stamped first or embossed. Even where at the embossing, it looks like it pushes it down so the ink just goes right over the top of it and it still leaves it nice and shiny. So we'll keep those out because we're going to play. And let's see if there's anything else hidden in here that we might want to play with. Okay, I don't think there's anything else in here that we want to have out to play other than I might want to keep my green sheets out. I have my brain is going so fast right now with all of these ideas of what to do and what to use. It's a little bit scary, and I almost have a touch of, I don't want to paralysis by analysis, because there's like, oh my gosh, let's do this, let's do that. This thing. Yay for Bernice making it here. Hi, Sue. All right. Let's see. Here's those. So we're going to do some things with a few things. I want to set this stuff because I got a little carried away. Oh, I should show you that. I took this leaf paper. It's part of the Everyday Life. No. Everyday Ordinary Life or Everyday Extraordinary Life. And here is just the paper without any foil added to it, and then with the foil added to it. I think personally it looks pretty neat. So we may play with the gold piece that's left here. Trying not to lose all of my pieces that I did. Oh, here's some more of those butterflies. So I stamped some, or I foiled some on colored. I foiled and then used the stencils. In my opinion, again, the stencils are definitely worth the investment because the way the color lays up, you get so many different looks the way when the ink goes over. So we're gonna pop these up and we're gonna pull over a few to start with. Okay. I also did some sentiments, silver on blue, the navy, night of navy, and on black, and there's some ones in here, the silver on white, and of course some sprigs. Yes, that release will include all that. Yes, I actually waited up to get that. I, for the life of me, couldn't find that flyer. So everybody, new catalogs are ordered. So if you are a customer and you have marked yourself in to receive mail from me that comes from the company, that has been ordered. Who gets excited about that? So let's go to our cards. I think I have 4 of them prepped. I seriously would have kept right on going if I had not been interrupted by my darling Lise. Okay. I didn't even use the scoring thing to do that. That didn't go on very straight at all. Alright, so let's try and fix that. Even though I scored it. I don't know. Maybe scoring isn't the 100% cure-all. Alright. This is the lovely hydrangea hue. And, you know, keep your little pieces because you never know when you're going to need to decorate an inside and add some love. And what I did here is I took our Swiss dots and I cut off a slice of the Swiss dot. Okay, so I have this piece here, and by the way, so here's the Swiss dot, so you can see the silver on there, but the back side, as Sarah Grace pointed out to me, could be used as well. Isn't that interesting? Because it leaves a darker, like, water mark on the back. Who would have thought? Kids, they see things through different eyes than we do. So I'm going to do that. This is kind of a patchwork. And this goes to this side. And then I took one of the embossing folders that has, well, it's actually a star in the center and like fireworks. To me, it looks more like a bunch of little flowers put together. And go to this side. And if you did this right, you should have a center, see? Now, because I think the black would have been a better choice for the sentiment, but I did not do it in silver, and I felt like matching the silver was more important. So I'm going to do Happy Birthday, and I'm going to pop that up with my dimensionals, maybe. I need large dimensionals. I do not want to do itty bitty. And I want to save my foam tape. I have a, I didn't get to it, but one of the ones we're going to make is we're going to take the transparencies that we made and we're going to make some window cards or shaker cards with them. Although, as I pointed out, particularly with the butterflies, you can you can see that the back side is very pretty silver, and if you could figure out a swing with transparency, but I'm thinking about that. I have an idea, but we'll see if it works. And I've already lost my pokey tool, you guys. Sadness. All right. I'm relegated to my fingers, which don't work always as well. Okay. So now I'm going to look over here, and I'm going to see which one of my butterflies is going to be my best choice for this card. So my suggestion is hot foil away. Create a bunch of stuff, and then come back and pick what you like. That doesn't, the blues and yellows and that, not quite what we want. Maybe I did. That's not, the pink is not it either. Our silver butterfly is pretty. You know what? I think I did a bunch of black and silver butterflies. Look at that. And that's our answer. And then of course you have to add whatever little cute doodaddies that you like for embellishments. A little bling is fun. A lot of bling is even better. And let me see what I got over here. Your drops just blend in, but I need some silver things. These will be good to use because they're so. Bernice says the where did we put it? The green and blue. You think the green and blue looks okay? My big friend here. I have no shortage of butterflies, you guys. I really did go. I did not spend my time doing what I was going to do, which was to, hey Miss Connie, which was to, you know, the blue does kind of pull in that other. What do you guys think? The colored butterflies? So we're in the middle of a heat wave with a lot of fire, so we have a lot of smoke. And I am sitting around with all these fans that are running. Gives the card some color. I almost think I like the bigger butterfly better. And there we go. So if there is any design paper that you were looking at that you thought, oh my gosh, I like it, but not today, this is your go. That's what I thought, Bernice. I was like, I feel like this crosses more, and it does bring in the blue, not quite as dark as it would need to be for the navy that I have. But I felt like these blues are all in the same family, so it looks just fine. Don't quite do that, just kind of bend your butterfly's wings just a tad, kind of roll them over. A quilling tool, if you don't trust your hands, a quilling tool is very useful for this, or your pokey tool. But sadly, we all know that Linda is completely unaware of one of her 9 pokey tools. Is this the 8th? If it's the 8th, then yes, it is this weekend. I think it is the 8th. So virtual, yes. So if you are not doing anything, I will have not the best weather. So I will be doing inside stuff, and that's perfect. And do some more cards. Maybe reports are finalized, so I'll be working on kits to go out for everybody who ordered last month. Not as many as I thought, so I will have some extra kits available. Ooh, those are pretty. Yeah, I like that. All right, here's our next card. Just grabbing, I said I had some cards ready. So I don't know if you guys remember this beautiful paper we had, boutique, bow something. Anyway, I loved it, and we had this on the back. So I wasn't sure if I liked the, I don't know, that's that color. What is that color? It's almost this Timid Tiger mixed with the strawberry slush, kind of. Anyway, this has the silver on it, I think. Afterward. Oh, yes, yes, come do the foils when I'm online. I think I do like this better, you guys. And I have taken the leaf and I have foiled over the top in the silver, if you guys can see that. I'm on the ribbon. Sorry, guys. Definitely is more Timid Tiger. Oh, I knew that I would like an orange better, ever. Never ever. Okay. Because I am going to put and then a little bit of adhesive back here. Let me make sure that's enough. That should work. Thank you, Miss Dye Dye. I knew that this was going to end up costing me some time just because there's so much. And I wanted to show you all the different things that I had discovered. That's weird. Huh. All the different things I discovered with that. Connie, I got my first senior center for my Paper Hugs project. Now, I do not have any butterflies that will match this. As far as that, so there is going to be some new paper that is going to be released with the next online exclusives in September. Some more foil elements, and one of them is going to be a special paper that sounds like it's going to be a bit on the glossy side. It's not going to be porous, so you're not going to want to, but and it's designed to get like smoother foil. I didn't really have problems doing the foil. I did the bottom. Oh my goodness. Alright, this is what it looks like to be challenged with scissors. You know, it's funny, Jeff always tells me that he failed. He failed Scissors 101. He's always like, don't ask me to do these things for you. what I did with my slush. Interesting. The other slush is gone.
Okay.
Anyway.
Okay.
So what has everybody been doing for the weekend? Or I'm sorry, the week, because it's oh my gosh, tomorrow's Friday. Who's excited for Friday? Looks like I got some extra foil on there, but we're still gonna do this. You want it? It's coming, Miss Connie. I promise. Christmas foil is coming. So when you do this, don't worry about the foiling in here because it's going to just wipe off. I kid you not, it is just as if you had colored first and foiled on top. It acts like an embossing powder, so you just kind of, maybe not with your, like I just did with my fingers. Oops, I did the top on that. And then I'm going to take my orange and these little eyeballs here. My week has been a little bit hectic. We are going to be a 3-car family here shortly, isn't it? So that is exciting to me. We're going to okay, so here I am, and I didn't have the right bow, but here we go, right? So this looks just fine. And again, I think I did the same thing. Silver butts. We have these cute little sayings. And it's just a little hello, and I'm actually going to stick it onto my ribbon because it will not pop without the ribbon. So that is going to require glue dots and small ones. This is the other word dies that comes, and you can, it has these little sentiments. It's not letters, it has sentiments. And then you just cut them out and you have a bunch of little sentiments. Works for me. So Maureen, if you're not busy, you are always welcome to join us. We just get on a Zoom and craft together. People come and go as they need to. And I want to put, look at that, just right. It is like right there for you. It's beautiful. And because I put this on there, I am going to glue dot that ribbon down so that it lays super flat. And I'm going to trim it up again so that it doesn't block the sentiment so much. All right, I have 2 cards to give away. So go ahead and dump some numbers up. I thought I'd get more done, but we'll see. This orange actually looks really fantastic. You know what, this is one of those paper packs. I got it before I was a aha! Look at that, you guys. I love it when you pull out something and you're just like, yes, it's perfect. And it's both these very vivid, beautiful, beautiful colors that I just adore. 16 and 8. Bernice is 16, Sue is 8. Okay, getting a little crazy with. So here, these really give that card the pop of color. Look at that. I did catch that. And then a blank inside. And we have more cards to cover, so we have like 3 more cards to cover. We will do those on Monday, and you can just kind of get a peek of what we're going to do. 24 per die. It's going to say if nobody else was it. I have so much stuff all around. All right, I see only 3 peeps up. Is that all you guys see? My box of goodies up here. I know, I'm enjoying it. I actually had a ton of fun just making things in here. And Maureen, if you didn't see earlier, if you get the stuff really super duper hot, you will end up with a kind of like some more coverage that you may or may not want. I like it a lot. And I came and I set some stuff down on top of stuff. Oh, and I don't know where to put it. But I bet you just do one, you get a nice clean image like this. But if you like are working on doing a bunch of them, and you forget that maybe that was under there, you'll get one that actually has some like silver that catches on the edge, and maybe a little extra because I let it get too hot. I at first was like, oh no, but then the more I looked at it, the more I liked having that distressing of silver along the top. So just as you're playing, Maureen, know that if you let it heat up, you get a different, and like really heat up, you get a different result. Fun, fun. All right, I only see 2 up, and actually my 2 winners are going to be Bernice and going to be Sue. So send me your messages. It'll be a surprise which card you get. Bernice and Suzanne Dawn are my winners. Thank you, ladies, for joining me. I'm so excited to have you. You guys make my day. And I'll put an inside in here, and I'm going to take my silver polka dot side, wherever it's at, and put it in there. Have a good evening, ladies.